look into my eyes, my big round anime eyes. Now tell me, do you love Kirby? I can't hear you, so I assume that you're gonna say yes. Good. That said, as much as we all love Kirby, playing Kirby games isn't all we can do with our lives. I know, it's very sad. Even I can't get away with that. Yet. But your love of Kirby and the desire to play through all of the fantastic games, and the not so fantastic ones, I guess, come on, we have a theme to stick with here, people, comes front and center. So the question now has to be asked, how long would it take to go through and play every single Kirby game? Well, that's what we're here to answer today. Of course, I can't give an exact answer on what would be everybody's fastest time. We all go through games at a different pace, and that's cool. However, believe it or not, some players have gone through the daunting task of going through every single one of the main series Kirby games in one speedrun sitting. And we're here to talk about the length of these runs today. And believe it or not, the answer of the question of the title of the video, how long does it take to any percent every Kirby game? Unless I decided to change it for views, I don't know. There is not just a single answer to this question. Okay, so just looking at the games themselves, how many main series games are we working with? Well, for a full series RTA run of all main Kirby games, we have Dreamland 1, Adventure, Dreamland 2, Superstar, Dreamland 3, Crystal Shards, Nightmare in Dreamland, Amazing Mirror, Squeak Squad, Superstar Ultra, Return to Dreamland, Triple Deluxe, Planet Robobot, Star Allies, and Forgotten Land. Return Deluxe, kinda had to take a sick day for this one. The game came out after the leaderboards were already set up. Whoops. So how long would it take a poor, or rich, or middle class, really any, soul to go through all of these Kirby games any percent style? Again, multiple people have done this, but the current world record belongs to one ALR_HAL. I have no idea how to say this name. I'm just gonna rock with the letters, okay? Okay. With a total time of 1 day, 9 hours, 10 minutes, and 2 seconds. That's quite a long time, but it makes sense given you have over a dozen games to zoom me through. Of course, part of the challenge here is that you have a heckin' gauntlet of games to finish, with them all taking a reasonable amount of time. For shorter games like Amazing Mirror, it's really not that big of a deal, but for some of the longer ones like Star Allies, the time can take its toll. Not only that, but everybody has their preferences. In my case, for example, I am very happy to play any percent for Superstar Ultra. I'm actually just happy to play that game at all. It's such a delight every single time. Anyway, while I at least like all of the others well enough, I'm not the craziest about certain any percents, like Triple Deluxes. When you spend this much time going through the games, the gauntlet is absolutely going to get to you. Thankfully, to aid with both of those problems, the speedrun leaderboards have an option for relay runs. Basically, you and any amount of other people can team up and take turns running specific games. So if I, Klaire Fluffle, were to team up with, I don't know, Slime Pup, I remember Slime Pup exists sometimes, okay? We could split the workload half and half. Or 80-20, 99-1, really, we could split it however we want. And a couple years back, runners MK Cocoon and Pro Hybrid took to relay running and have a combined time of 18 hours, 5 minutes, and 53 seconds. Don't get me wrong, it's still a lot of time, but certainly far more manageable for the average person, people, than the day-plus long best solo record. Teamwork makes the Kirby work, as they say. Besides, this may seem long, but compared to some 100% runs in this series, it's not so bad. Triple Deluxe and Planet Robobot both have hundo runs that take almost 10 hours each, while Return Deluxe did have a full hundo category that took about 10 hours, until the record was recently put to about 9. And this isn't even getting into spin-offs, like Dream Buffet's 18.5-hour run minimum. I just did one, and it was not that short. Or Fighters 2's 24-plus hour run? like a full day? Yeah, suddenly a bunch of games for 18 hours, not so awful. Of course, the question on everybody's minds coming into this video would have to be, what are the combined world records added together? Basically a sum of best of just the world records. That's another number that looks a lot more manageable. While still a long time, we're only taking a total of 14 hours, 54 minutes, and 38 seconds. Again, very long, but almost 3.5 hours less than the relay record that currently has. I'm happy if I could save 5 seconds, or saving 3.5 hours, sign me up, please. Oh, and for those curious, adding on Return Deluxe's run makes it a grand total of 16 hours, 35 minutes, 11 seconds. Still shorter than Dream Buffet. Surprising nobody, the shortest run of the bunch here is Kirby's Dream Land 1, only coming to a combined total of 9 minutes and 46 seconds. I almost said 9 hours out of habit. No, it is really that short. For context, assuming you get exactly the world record every single time, you can play KDL 1 to completion over 200 times and still not have beaten the solo world record for any percenting all of the Kirby games. Triple Deluxe, on the other hand, that one's got the longest run of the bunch, sitting at 1 hour, 51 minutes, 48 seconds. For those curious, you're looking at around 15 to 17 full runs of Triple Deluxe for the same metric. Still a lot, but we've gone a long, long way from almost having 200. So that's all the fun math stuff out of the way, just my territory. Let's get to the most fun and exciting part of all. Why, oh why, would anybody in their right mind do this? And the answer is, why not? Because it takes so long? Well, other than that, because you lose so much progress from mistakes that can make this take longer if you don't factor in breaks? Yeah, I mean, okay, but other than that, because you get no breaks to begin with, which is genuinely, like, really unhealthy? Well, okay, yeah, but other than seriously, though, it can be for any reason. Maybe you want a fresh new way to play these games. You're up for the challenge of doing them all in a row, or you want to test your endurance. Heck, it's a great excuse to actually sit down and learn all of them. Except for Return Deluxe, that one's really got the short end of the stick here. But hey, when else are you gonna think to pick up Kirby Squeak Squad and go, yeah, let's speedrun this? And trust me, that is one good heckin' speed game. If your reason for learning that category is for the full series RTA minus Return Deluxe, then I'd say it's worth it. And hey, if you want to do the support Klaire Fluffle on YouTube for free full series speedrun, here is how. If you enjoyed, please give this video a like, subscribe, and leave a comment telling me anything really, but if you want to keep it relevant, what's the most amount of time that you've spent playing a Kirby game? Let me know. If you would like to go the extra mile though, please consider becoming a Puptrin on Patreon or a Mempup on YouTube. Any support on either platform goes a long way for me, and I really appreciate it. Special thanks to my head-patting, Fluffle fan, Puptrins and Mempups, Freakish Uproar, Lydia Scribe, Heavy Points, Nightfall, and Galaxy Fan 4. I love you all! And until I see you all in another video, I've been Klaire. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I'll see you around. Bye-bye!